y'all, it is Nikki. Welcome back to the channel. Yesterday I finally got around to staging my current story notebook, which is something I always like to do with my especially pretty notebooks or just pretty books in general. It does take a lot of time though, so I was thankful that yesterday I had a chunk of time that I could spend just like raiding our cupboards and decorating supplies. I took a video of the staging process, or rather the dismantling the staging process, but I rewound it so that you can see sort of how it came together. Before I get into that though, I want to give a quick little update on what's going on in sort of the bookish life. I have been reading a lot, which has been really refreshing after a long period where I just did not have time for reading. This past week I read the audiobook Fable, which is one that has been sort of on my mental list for a while. I feel a lot more confident about like boat terminology now because I feel like that was really strong in this book. I mean, I don't know if I could write a whole sailing book, but I feel a little bit better equipped to maybe pull off some sailing scenes now. I've also been physically reading Rook, which, as I mentioned in my last video, is just one of my favorite books ever. It might be my favorite YA book ever. Its only real competitor would be the Lunar Chronicles, and that question probably just depends on which one I've read most recently. But I'm also reading audiobook 10 of the Wheel of Time series on my way to and from school, so I'm feeling very good about my goal to get through the entire Wheel of Time series by the end of the calendar year. I only have 4 books left after this, and as long as I'm able to like get the loans in time, I think I should be fine. Admittedly, it is a little bit more tiring than I expected it to be to work my way through a 14-book series. It does sound daunting when I say that out loud. I guess it makes sense that it would be a little bit wearying, but I've noticed over the past few books that I have sort of been losing my oomph a little bit. I think in the middle chunk things do slow down a fair bit. It's 14 books, but some of those middle books I think could have been condensed. So maybe that's part of the reason why you sort of feel like it's a little more work to get through book to book. But that's why I was kind of glad that I couldn't get book 10 right away after book 9, because then I had to sort of go to other things. I read Fable, I started Rook, take a little break, enjoy some other stories, and then I felt more refreshed to jump back into book 10, and I'm excited to see where this one goes. Writing-wise, I'm thankfully in that like post-midterm season of school where things are a little bit quiet and I have more time to get writing stuff done just during the day. I don't have to do it all in the evening after school. Over the weekend, I had a really chill weekend where I could just do a couple of readings for class and then I could just write a chapter and a half because I had the time, which was so lovely. I'm feeling really good about like my goals and where I'm at in that project, and I'm looking forward to continuing it while school is going on, but I'm also really looking forward to, in a few weeks when school is over, how much I'll be able to accomplish when I can kind of just focus on that like full time. And because things have been quieter lately, I had time yesterday morning. I had the house to myself. I could just blast worship while I raided all our supplies and staged this notebook, story notebook volume. I know I wrote it down. I didn't write it down? Well, now I need to know. Volume 14, that's the number I had in mind. I was pretty happy with the way it turned out, but see what you think. I hope you enjoy. So that was yesterday's project. It was a lot of fun and it reminded me of how much I enjoyed doing that. I would definitely like to do more of that in the future, but again, might be more of a summer vacation kind of project. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like and subscribe and comment below with what you're reading right now. And as always, do not forget to spend some time in the clouds today.